Alright you guys, so we're going to start off by priming our face. I am using the Becca Velvet Primer. I feel like this is really good if you have oily skin. My skin has been a little oily these past couple of days, so I just decided to go ahead and wear a primer. I don't normally do this step before putting on my foundation, but I find this to kind of be helpful if you just feel like you need that extra matte before putting on your foundation. And here, this time, I'm not starting off with my eyebrows, even though I am brushing them into place, just trying to get them all unwowed looking, if that makes sense. And then there, I sprayed my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And the foundation that I am using is the matte Maybelline Matte Poreless foundation. You guys, this is like my holy grail one. I haven't used this in a minute because I've been using their Stay Out or Super Stay foundation for a while now, but I saw that I still had a little bit left in this one, so I just decided to go ahead and go back and use this. And here I just kind of put dots all over my face versus just putting it all on the back of my hand and then taking my brush and dipping it in there. This time I just decided to put little dots all over my face and then go in with my brush to smooth everything out and blend it in. And then I went in with a beauty blender to kind of smooth it out even more, just to give it more of a natural, flawless finish. And now I am going in with my eyebrows. I am using the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in Espresso. And I'm just pretty much drawing a line underneath and then a line on top, and then I fill it in. And then in the front, I do strokes upwards just to kind of give it hair-like features towards the front of my brows, because I do have really thin eyebrows in the front. And as you see, I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side as well. And then I use the brush at the end of the brow pencil to kind of brush it out and make it look a little bit more natural. It kind of helps pick up the product if you felt like you put too much on, if you drew too much on. And then here I am going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey to clean up my eyebrows. Excuse me, y'all, I'm kind of stuffy. But I really like to use that concealer because it just blends really good into the foundation. It's nothing too light or too dark. I feel like that is like the perfect shade for me. And as you see, I kind of messed up my eye there. And then I went in with that same concealer, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and put that all over the base of my eye. And then I also went in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Golden to kind of brighten it up a little more. And then I did set it with the Derma Blend setting powder just to matte it out and to get it prepared for the eyeshadow. And you guys, I have been obsessed with this Naked Heat palette, the petite palette. It's like the smaller version of the bigger one. But you guys, these colors, like the orange and the brown color in there, I'm like obsessed with because it's really, really vibrant. Like the pigmentation of these eyeshadows is like bomb.com to me. So as you saw, I'm using the orange and the brown color, and I kind of just went back and forth in the palette with those same colors, and I worked it on the outer corners of my eye and pushed it into the crease of my eye. And then I later kind of went all over my eyelid with it. I don't know what I was thinking. This was pretty much like a spur of the moment type of video. I wanted to play in some makeup, so I just decided to record myself doing so. So I felt like this makeup look didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to look like, but it still was kind of cute in a way. And then as you can see, I'm going in with the darker brown that's inside of that palette, and I'm just focusing that on the outer corners of my eye. That one wasn't really pigmented as much as I wanted it to be. I was kind of going for more of a deeper brown color, but this was pretty cool because I did go in with a purple shade to deepen my outer corners of my eyes even more. And now I'm going in with some concealer. I'm using that same ColourPop concealer, the No Filter in Golden, and I'm just basically going to create a cut crease look. I've been really obsessed with creating these kind of looks lately, especially for eyeshadows. I don't know, I just feel like they just pop. It just helps your eyeshadow to pop even more, especially if you're using like a color and you want it to show. I feel like doing a cut crease would be perfect. But as you can see, I did that on both sides. I created a line right above the crease of my eye, and then now I'm just smoking out the edges of that concealer just so it can blend and kind of have that airbrush effect towards the end of the concealer into the eyeshadow. And then here I went in with the Cute as Fuck palette from ColourPop. It say Cute AF on the front of the palette, but we all know what AF mean. And I am using the yellow color that's inside of there as the base of my color, as my eyelid. Why did I say base of my color? As my eyelid color. And I kind of went in about a good 3 or 4 times just to really pack it on there so the color can pop and be a really vibrant look. And then now I'm going into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetic, and I'm going to use a deep dark purple, but for some reason it just was not showing up the way that I wanted it to look like. I don't know, on this side it wasn't really working for me. As you can see, I'm just a little disappointed. I'm just like because I wanted it to be purple, you know. But on this side it kind of showed up a little bit better. I kind of went in a couple of times like how I did with my my eyeshadow, my lid, the yellow color. I went in about a good 3 or 4 times on each side just to kind of help that purple pop a little bit more. And then here I wanted to go in with a little bit of green as well, and as you can see, that really didn't show up as much as I wanted it to either. So yeah, you guys, this look, I don't know, I just knew it was gonna be a complete fail, because as I was doing my eyeshadow, in my mind I'm just like, this is not turning out right. So yeah, I just kind of kept going, you know. Look at my face, I'm just so disappointed a little bit. But yeah, I just kind of did the same thing with that green color. I was trying to make it pop even more, but for some reason it was turning into like a blue color. So yeah, y'all. So this look, I don't know, it was just not the way that I wanted it to look. So now I am going in with the Clinique liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to create a wing eye, and I'm just basically following the trace of my eyeshadow right there. I kind of messed up a little bit at the end. It didn't wing out the way that I wanted it to. It kind of went down some. So so I definitely say, when doing a wing eyeliner, please take your time, because y'all, you'll be so pissed after you did so much work with your eyeshadow, and then while you're doing your eyeliner it messes up the whole look, and then you have to start over. Like, trust me, I have done that plenty of times. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much what I'm doing now. And then I felt like this eyeshadow look needed something else to it, because it was just so blah to me. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So I went in with this Wet n Wild. It's like a glittery it's like a glitter tack base that you can use to put glitter on top of it to kind of help the glitter stay in place. But I didn't go on top of it with glitter. I just pretty much used that as a glitter liner, I guess you can say, to go over the crease of my cut crease look. And I felt like it gave it a little bit of a extra look to it. It made it kind of cuter to me. It just made it really cute to me. And then now I'm going in with the House of Lashes New York Black mink lashes. You guys, I have been obsessed with these. I've pretty much been wearing them every day, no lie. And you know, when I find a good pair of lashes, I pretty much wear them all the time. And then here I'm going in with my handy dandy concealer once again to do the whole contour and conceal method. I used the no filter concealer from ColourPop in the color Golden. No, excuse me. And then I used a small concealer brush to kind of blend it out, and then I like to go in with a damp beauty blender to help smooth it out even more, so it won't be so harsh, you know. And then I pretty much, you know, just blended it out on my nose and on my forehead. And then I did go in again with that beauty blender to smooth that out even more. And now I'm going in with the Anastasia foundation stick in Cocoa, and I'm using that to contour my face just to bring back that color, because as you can see, when doing the foundation and then going in with a concealer that is brighter, you know, doing the whole contour and highlight thing, it really does wash out the definition of your face. So that is the whole point of contouring. And I'm using a e.l.f. stippling brush to blend out the contour that's on my cheek and my forehead. And then I'm using a Morphe small stippling brush, Morphe small stippling brush to blend out the contour that's on my nose. And then I am going in with the Derma Blend loose setting powder to set everything in place, just so we won't have any shininess or any oiliness coming through. And then I went on the sides of my nose as well with that, because lately my nose have been really shiny. And then I'm going in with a powder contour. This is from the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and I'm just basically using like a contour brush that I got from Becca a while back to contour the area, to set the contoured areas on my cheek and on my forehead with that. And then I'm using a small blending brush to set the contour that's on my nose. And then here I'm just pretty much dusting away the excess powder and just kind of blending everything all together. And then I went in with a darker setting powder from Derma Blend. This is in the shade, I think, Cocoa. I don't know, I have to look at that again. I will have everything listed in the description box anyway. So, and I'm just using a darker loose powder just to kind of blend everything all together so it's not as bright. And then I'm going in with that same orange and brown color from the Naked Heat palette, and I'm just smoking out my bottom waterline. And then I'm using my concealer brush to kind of clean it out some, because I kind of went overboard a little bit, because it was like all the way down almost to my cheek it looked like. But I'm just using the little bit of concealer that's left over on that brush to kind of clean it up, you know. And then I'm going in with a black eyeliner, and then I kind of went over my waterline with it just so I can smudge it out and make it really smoky and intense. If you're looking for a smoky and intense look, I highly suggest doing your eyeliner a little bit under your waterline and then going in with a small blending brush to just kind of blend it out and wipe it out. It'll smudge it and give it like that smoky smudge look. And then I'm using a mascara from Julep to coat my bottom lashes so they can kind of stick out a little bit more. And then I'm using a blush from Milani, the Rose Diado, I think that's how you say it, to kind of bring a little color to my face. And then I'm using a highlighting powder from Laura Geller. This is in Molten Gold, and I'm using that to highlight my cheeks, my nose, and my brow bone. And you guys, we are going to set this all together with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And now we are on to lips. This is the last thing. I am lining my lips with the NYX Espresso Lip Liner. And then I'm going to go in with a BH Cosmetic Nude Lipstick. This is in the shade Sandy. I think that's what it's either sand or sandy. It's like a pinky nude color. You guys know I love my nude lipsticks. And then after I did that, I went in with a MAC lipstick in the shade Flesh Pot. That is my favorite nude lipstick. It's more of like a, that has a pink undertone too, but it's like a brighter pink, like a baby pink nude color. And then I'm just gonna go on top of that and just blend that all together. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, even though this was just a random impromptu video. I didn't really plan this. I just recorded myself playing in makeup. But if you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and comment down below. And like I always say, I will talk to you all in my next one. Bye.